Hey, Scorpio, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your April 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, welcome, Scorpio. Some of you have gone through some major changes and transformations, and I feel like April is going to be a month where you're taking a risk. There's some sort of gamble or fortune coming in for you, and it's going to directly align you with your life purpose here, or with your divine path. Not saying you're off of that now, but it's going to feel more in alignment versus resistance. It's going to feel more flow is what I feel for you. This is about you having a job that you love, a job that supports you, a job that ensures you in some way, shape, or form. So I see that there's been some change with the butterfly showing up here. Some of you, there was an ending because the butterflies are representing the death card as well. Maybe there were some unexpected expenses that you had to dig into, maybe savings, or you had to save up for, or maybe you didn't even have the money for, but I certainly see you being able to have a little bit extra this month. You have the pay bills, you do have a lucky break coming in. I see something could be paid for you this month as well, or maybe you pay it off and that allows you to have a little bit more spending money or a little bit more to put away. Because you have the Buddha here, I'm getting Hierophant energy as well. So you could be really committing yourself to new goals, committing yourself to a new path. This is about divine guidance, and you start off with the Three of Swords. So Scorpio, if there's been some sort of disappointment for you, that's shifting, because Page of Swords, you're going to receive some sort of news here that is favorable. You may actually not believe it when it comes in, but I feel like it's believable. It is something here that's going to help you towards your path. Ace of Swords showing up below you. So this is in the foundation. You're ready for a new beginning. Three of Cups showing up here. It is in the reverse. So some of you felt a little bit left out in the recent past. You may have been, I'm getting like chosen over. Maybe someone chose another person for a promotion or for a job, but there's your new beginning. Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. So after a time of loss, heartache, sudden changes, maybe even a tower moment, even though I don't see a tower here, I do feel like you are shifting into a new frequency because you're in manifestation mode. And you're manifesting from the heart, not a place of fear, which is great. You're letting go. Four of Pentacles, letting go to an old story of financial pain, hurt, distress, and you're trusting in the unknown. All right, let's dive in here. Scorpio, you do have the butterfly. There's been some big changes. This is in your recent past position, and I feel like you're still kind of feeling the effects with that Three of Swords of some change coming in here. It was short term though. It wasn't meant to last for years on end. Now, some of you, if you are going through a disappointment that has lasted years on end, I feel like you are needing to shift what you are manifesting, or how you are manifesting, or where is it coming from? Are you manifesting from a place of fear, lack, scarcity? You're meant to learn some lessons here, and this is about paying attention to your spending. It is about changes coming in that allow you to free yourself. And the butterfly has been showing up for a lot of signs in April. I mean, that's when butterflies come out as well in the northern hemisphere here. The springtime. There is change. There is a newness in the air. And I see here that you want to feel inspired with what you do. And some of you have felt a little bit stuck or even a little bit sluggish. But that's why you have the clover coming in the present energy. This is the month of April. So lucky break here, taking a gamble, good fortune. This is outdoorsy energy as well. So maybe you're getting outdoors a little bit more. Some of you, the butterfly could be significant. Maybe you have a butterfly tattoo, or a butterfly comes and lands on you in the month of April. That may be a sign that there is change, imminent change on the horizon that's actually bringing you really good good beginnings. It's something you've planted the seeds on already. You're going to start to see grow and blossom. This could also be finances. Maybe you work in the financial sector, maybe in a bank. There could be a windfall coming in here for you. I also see that there's a surprise and it's going to be hidden. It's going to come out of the blue because your outcome energy is a hidden energy, but there is a financial surprise that kind of changes everything. This is really great. Now, Buddha card showing up. This could be a divine intervention, like the hands of God himself kind of, bringing something to fruition. It's almost as if I'm getting a miracle, right? And this is life purpose. It's more than just money. It's spiritual wealth. And that's so important in this day and age. A lot of times we look to that, materialism side because we need to survive. And we get into that fight or flight and into that greed and into the maybe scarcity or poverty conscious mindset of lack of. But this is where it's at, right? Scorpio, this is the key and you hold it. You know this. You are the deep, watery sign of Scorpio. You know things that maybe others don't. This is about you trusting in your divine path, right? You're being guided here. You would make an excellent counselor, guide, mentor, coach, spiritual leader. You may have a spiritually based business as well, or you're just taking your spiritual practices to work with the law of attraction and to understand on a deeper level. Even if you don't have a spiritually based business, you may be looking into astrology, numerology, human design. I feel like you're utilizing the spiritual gifts that you have to increase your finances in some way, shape, or form. Now, bottom of the deck, what you're working on, you have the heart, the candle, and the coins. This is about inspiration, and we just said that here as well. This is lighting that fire within. It is reigniting passion here is what I see. This is also about manifesting money and being noticed for your gifts, noticed for your craft, your talents. I also see here, visibility, something that may have felt a little bit snuffed out. That's why you have the Three of Swords here. Something that was snuffed out is coming back to life. And I feel like this is within you. And it can be emotional spending, joint finances, you're supported. And look at that, you have counselor and guide showing up again, or at least having a job that you love. And that's that fulfillment. That's that spiritual wealth because you're on track with where you're meant to be. And there's no, I don't want to say no resistance, zero resistance, but there is a sense of surrender here and realizing that you are the magician of your own life. Now we have here the coins. This is about sales, finances, maybe even getting a raise. You're getting the word lucky again. So a lucky break, lucky turn of fate. I don't see the Wheel of Fortune here, but I do see a lot of really great energies blending in. And of course, there could be some challenges that you're still facing at this time because we do have that Three of Swords. And maybe that has to do with some sort of either job loss, termination, and ending. It could even be someone has left your business, or it could be a major client that you had left, and maybe that's caused a little bit of distress. For some of you, it's competition, right? Being able to be seen where you are above the competition, and maybe that was a struggle for you in some way, shape, or form, and you felt like you lost out, right? You really wanted something, you felt like you lost out, you didn't get the job that you wanted, you were hoping for it because it came with an increase, and there's been unexpected expenses, there's been bills, there's been, some disappointment and some stress at work. I do feel here that some of you are going off on your own, or you may be entrepreneurs already, and maybe you lost a big client, or you went through a little bit of a dark phase or a financial setback or struggle. Okay, but I see you focusing on a new creative endeavor or focusing on an area that may have, again, felt burnt out, or you felt the energy was sizzled out of it. You may be taking a divine detour to help you get back on track here. And then you have insurance and you have pay bills. I see some of you may be paying an insurance bill, or there could be something with the insurance getting involved in some way, shape, or form. Some of you may even be an insurance agent. I feel like you also, it's like you want some sort of coverage there. but you may be shopping around. Maybe this is car insurance or life insurance or health insurance. I see someone shopping around to be able to save some money so they have a little bit more to pay bills. Okay. Now, starting off with the tarot, like I said, you have the Three of Swords. So you've gone through some struggles with someone here in your work life, in your career, in your finances, or there's been even some sort of health concern. Some of you may even be in the health industry, or this could be mental health is being affected here by some sort of loss or change that's occurred. I mean, this could even be a merging of a company or a changing of employees, because I'm getting here that competitive energy, and maybe you're not liking one of the new employees that just came on board, or a new boss or something of that nature. Three of Swords is, it is struggle, but you are realizing that this struggle is actually here to teach you about yourself and to teach you about what you truly want, what you don't want to put up with, what you don't want in your world. And I feel because you realize this on a deeper level, you're putting your magician skills into action, and you're going to really move forward in a new way. Maybe even get a new job elsewhere, or rise to the top, speak your truth. Page of Swords showing up here. So this can be gossip. It can be negative or challenging news that you have endured here. But I see you either going back to school, you taking a new approach, and there's the light bulb. So there is a light bulb moment here that kind of goes off in the midst of some sort of chaos. There is divine order. Okay, yeah, in the midst of some sort of chaos or heartache or disappointment, there is or will be divine order. And that's why you have the Buddha card here. This is being able to get through like the last of it is kind of what I feel for you. You're on the last leg is what I'm getting here, Scorpio, when it comes to some sort of disappointment. So I do feel like you've come to the edge. Yeah, because you have a lot of ace. You actually have the 3 aces out here, and you're letting go of either an old belief system, an old job, some sort of change that's happened, because what's below you is the Ace of Swords, truth. This is the card of truth. It's the breakthrough. This is deep within your subconscious. This is what you know to be true. And you have this inner knowing. You are tapped into the divine. You are highly intuitive, Scorpio. So I feel like there's been some sort of truth here that you are still kind of healing from, or processing, or trying to understand the why. And you want to know how to do better either next time around, or how you can grow and evolve from it and never go back to that situation again, right? Or get caught up in some sort of drama. Yeah, Ace of Swords is also about solutions. And I feel like you are really coming up with a solution during this month. And I feel like it could be regarding, a new beginning in the physical world. So if you've been wanting to get a new job, or if you've been asking for, a raise or a promotion, or to move to a new sector within the company, for others of you, I feel like this is having that breakthrough that you've wanted. Beautiful. In the recent past, 3 of Cups in reverse is feeling a little bit left out, feeling like you're on the outside looking in. Okay, 3 of Cups can be someone doesn't quite see you as part of the team, or part of, a group energy, right? It's almost like someone's pointing a finger at us. Instead of pointing together or being together, working, collaborating, it's like you aren't part of something here. And that may have left you feeling isolated, okay? A little bit isolated. Or you were a part of some sort of dramatic energy between a few different people. This can be going to extremes, excess and emotion. There could have been some deep emotional words exchanged here, or there was definitely some tension in the office, or you've gone through even a personal situation that's affected finances here. But the good news is this is moving into an energy of, now I know better, now I can do better, right? The Magician. And the Magician is the manifester of his own reality. This is someone who understands that they have the tools within them to co-create their external world. They understand the law of attraction here. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo, this is about, action and personal power and skills and talents. And you've seen someone misuse their power in the past, possibly. Maybe you yourself had misused your power in some way, shape, or form. But the magician here is kind of the man behind the curtain that is running everything. So what's going on within you that is shifting in your outer life? Because you're being asked to be mindful of your thoughts. You're being asked to be mindful of gossip or getting in the mix of other people's stuff, right? Not your monkeys, not your circus. Or maybe if it is, maybe if it's part of something you are going through here, how do you want the results to be? How do you want to feel, coming out of this situation? And I feel the energy of growth. I feel inspiration here, but I feel like you do want a new beginning. But because there's been some disappointment, maybe you've went into manifestations thinking, well, that's not going to happen, or I won't get that raise, or that person hates me, or that boss is judging me, or whatever it may be. Because of some sort of action or words that have been said, you tend to kind of get up in your head a little bit at times, Scorpio, with the Ace of Swords. And sometimes this can be miscommunication, or it can be saying something quickly without thinking it through. But you have all the aces here except the Ace of Wands. So it's almost as if that fire, right? That fire kind of needs to get relit. And that's what I see with the candle. That's what you're working on, is chasing some dreams. It is about passion and inspiration and setting new goals. And you will bring that to the surface, because look what you have in your near future. Ace of Pentacles here is a new beginning in the material world. Whether this is a brand new job offer for some of you, it could be a promotion, it could be a raise, it could be an inheritance, a gift. Yeah, because some of you felt like you missed out on an opportunity in the past, but because you have this clover, it's almost as if you either don't see this coming, or it could be something that you applied for and you forgot about it, or it could be something you've had on the back burner. Infuses you with new inspiration. I love this energy, but I still don't feel like you quite believe it yet, which is interesting, because what you think about, you bring about. So it sounds a little bit counterintuitive, but I see here, maybe it's this reading, maybe this can kind of shift that mindset of, I believe, right? It's about you getting in touch with your higher self more so now than ever, realizing that you are the alchemist, that you have the ability here to go through any challenges and to come out on the other side stronger, more prepared, and more in tune with who you are and what you want. All right. How are you doing? How are you feeling, lovers? You want to love what you do. There's some choices to possibly make here, but it's about finding balance, right? When the lover shows up in a career reading, it is about balanced decisions, soul contracts, and partnerships that are based on trust, that are based on harmony, that are destined even. So there is a situation here that was destined to happen because it was part of your soul's growth, okay? And now you have the opportunity to open your heart up fully towards whatever this new beginning is for you, because I see what you're manifesting is a partnership. I mean, Ace of Cups, lovers, maybe there was, for some of you, this isn't going to resonate with every one of you, but some of you could have even had a love connection with someone at work, and maybe it all came crumbling down, right? For some of you. For others of you here, maybe you went in business with a family member or with a partner as well. But I see here that Ace of Cups is bringing you a new beginning to open your heart to what you love, to where you feel loved and appreciated. This is going to be a partnership that is reciprocated. So your gifts opening up here. I mean, Ace of Cups is beautiful. It's literally that hand of the divine coming in saying, this is what you've been wanting. You've been doing the work. Yeah, Scorpio, you've been doing the work here. This is a gift of love. It is relationships that are based on grace and inspiration. It is a flow of emotions. And that's what we want here, is more emotion. And this is the first cup card that we have the Three of Cups. You want to feel part of something here. You want to plant the seeds to a new tribe or a new connection, a new organization, a new client, a new business, whatever it may be here. You felt alienated or singled out, but you are meant to be of service in some way, shape, or form in a very big way. So I also see something here with tapping into your potential. This is tapping into your cup instead of maybe filling the cups of everyone else, which leaves you feeling depleted. Yeah, Ace of Cups in the upright is good. So let's take a look at your hopes and fears. Should I stay or should I go now, right? Four of Pentacles, you're letting go. You're letting go of either scarcity or a poverty conscious mindset. You could be in that energy here of maybe you were in debt or you were just hanging on to something because you were afraid if you lost it that you'd lose everything. But what I'm getting here is, what do you have to lose? And some of you are saying, I have this and this and this and this, but I'm going to ask you again, what do you have to lose by manifesting this or something better? It's letting go of maybe pride, maybe ego, maybe that disappointment. It can be letting go of even a form of identity, okay? Because you can see that she's holding her purse there. And this is showing up in the hopes and fears position. So Four of Pentacles can be hanging on too tightly. It can be taking what is not ours. Maybe someone was taking or stealing your ideas and that really caused you to feel disappointment. Someone may have even stolen your identity. I'm getting that for some of you. Or you may have had a credit card stole or something of that nature. That's what this Three of Swords could be all about. And maybe it was a big kind of cluster. Yeah. I see here that you're going to kind of come back. In the background, you can see a town, and it's like she's kind of feels a little bit alienated. It's almost like I feel you're in, at times, fight or flight, or you have a lot of worry for losing something here. But that's that scarcity mindset. Scorpio, if you feel caught in that, which I feel like you're opening up to a lot of new beginnings, I feel like some of you have been in that scarcity or lack of mentality in the past, but that's what you're moving through this month. And your final outcome is the moon. So the moon energy is very powerful. And I know we have in March, I put these readings out a little bit early, but if you're watching them in April, look back to March 25th. We have the full moon in Libra. It's a lunar eclipse, which is going to be eclipse season, right? We've gone through or will go through a lot of unfolding energy, a lot of shadows, truths, a lot of emotions coming to the surface, things coming out here in the open. This is about shattering through illusions as well. But I also get that energy of something that you don't quite see yet is coming up here, but I actually feel like it's something very good. Now, sometimes the moon can be uncertainty and it can be shadows and lies and things of that nature. And yeah, that may have been what you've gone through, but I see here out of the illusion, some sort of truth is going to come in, and it's spiritually divinely guided with that Buddha. It is going to bring in a new opportunity here for you. There's a lucky twist of fates. Like I said, the hand of the divine coming in. That's why you have the Ace of Cups here. So trust in the unknown. Because why we get into this Four of Pentacles in the first place is because we don't trust in others. We don't trust in the world. We don't trust in ourselves. There is a lack of trust here, which creates a sense of not feeling safe, not feeling secure. And the moon energy here is Pisces energy. It's water. It's your fellow water sign. So this is about gaining a sense of clarity through the illusions, okay? Through the lack of mentality, through the fears, which what is fear? False evidence appearing real. And that fear sits in the moon, right? The moon illuminates things though. So it could be that full moon on the 25th or so of March, or it could also be some moon energy in April as well. So pay attention to the moon cycles. I feel like around a full moon, there's going to be a new offer coming in for you. So it could be that something is opened up to you in March. March is full moon, and then in April, then you finally get the go ahead. All right, let's get a message here from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have, please, for Scorpio? I think I've seen more water energy. Look at that. Message in a bottle. Okay, message in a bottle. And that is that energy of the moon, things coming up to the surface. It could be, I'm kind of getting two stories here. Or I feel like it's two separate energies stemming from the same thing. So for some of you, you did receive some news in the past that was negative, but now you're going to receive some news that is favorable, coming from some sort of negative energy or just setback or disappointment. Disappointment. Yeah. Some of you, it's a disappointing energy, but it's redirecting you towards something better, right? Redirecting you. It's card 15 as well. 15 is the death energy, or excuse me, the devil. So I do feel like, yeah, there's been a situation that wasn't the best of news, but you're actually going to come out on the other top better. So for example, you didn't get that job. Someone was hired underneath you, or someone stole the job from under you, or whatever it could be. That's an example. It's almost as if, 5 months down the road, that person or that company goes under, or they come in to teach that company a big lesson, or that company to teach that person a lesson, and it wasn't your lesson to learn. You were meant to find a more smooth approach because you've already learned what you've needed to. That's kind of what I get here. Message in a bottle. This is communication. This is a sign. This is pointing the way to your highest good. And Spirit does send you signs when you ask for them. When you believe, you will receive them. That's a key piece here, right? Expect miracles. We said that. And even though there's still this energy of maybe lack of mentality, I feel like it's important for you to believe that you're going to receive something good out of this. And because some of you have dealt with loss, it's hard to believe that. I get that. But it says, allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, or a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. Yes, it is. I mean, 3 aces. You have new beginnings coming in left and right here, Scorpio, and you're on target with your purpose, with your passion. There's an energy getting reignited within you. That's what this candle is all about. And it says you're coming into alignment with your destiny. There's the clover. That's that Wheel of Fortune energy that I was getting here. This is the energy of destiny. Okay. Spirit wants you to know that you're on the right track. Expect that call, a new opportunity, or even a message from an old friend or business contact that will lead you closer to your dreams and greatest desires. Spirit has been listening to you. And that's what we've been saying here, is that hand of the divine reaching out. You got to believe it. It's right here. It's showing up in your environment. This is your cup overflowing. Trust in the unknown. Don't let fears, because that's what the moon is, illusions, fears. Imagine standing outside on a full moonlight and you see the trees blowing, but the trees cast shadows that look like big scary monsters. And then you go out there the next day when the sun is shining and you don't see any shadows, right? You see that tree, it just had a funny looking branch, but there's no monsters that are hiding, ready to leap out after you. And so this is about you overcoming those fears, because Spirit has great things in store for you. But for those of you that still struggle with some of the fears, I'm going to read the protection message here. And it says, are you refusing to acknowledge the signs because you want things as you want them? Red flags are not pretty decorations for you to admire. They are warning you for a reason. If something doesn't sit right with you, trouble could be hiding in the bushes, right? So another kind of opposite approach to what we just said is, maybe there is an illusion showing up, but your gut is telling you that is a monster hiding in the bushes. And then the next day you go out there and yeah, the monster's gone, but you still feel that energy, right? And you still feel that even when you're not there. So trust in your intuition. Try not to talk yourself out of what you believe to be true for you, but make sure it's coming from a place of intuition, not fear. Okay. And that's very important. And so many people struggle with deciphering how to do that. Don't ignore the signs. Spirit always has your best interest at heart and will draw your attention to what you are overlooking. Yeah. So just take a look. How can you decipher? Is it because of some sort of pain? Is it triggering an old wound of abandonment or rejection? Or is your gut telling you, hey, I don't really trust that person. I have this feeling, right? And it's not, your intuition is always going to steer you in the right direction. But a lot of times when we have that fear, it's coming from a place of illusion. Okay. But it's also protection. So finding that balance, you'll know. All right, let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. Okay, you know what? They're saying, hold on. We want to clarify. We're going to pull some cards here from a different deck. Let's clarify. Let's get a little bit more on this message and the moon, because some of you are still wondering, Melissa, what's this all about here? How can I break through this illusion? What message is coming in? Page of Cups. Remember that lost motivation that we talked about, or that, lack of the fire kind of going out of a situation? You have the Page of Cups in reverse, and you have Justice. Justice came up in reverse as well. So there was some sort of unfair bias, some sort of maybe judgment call or karma. Yeah, some sort of karmic experience that you had to go through, and you felt like it kind of took everything from you in a way. Page of Cups is losing that excitement. And remember, you have something new coming in here for you, but you may not believe it because of how something was handled or treated. So I feel like this energy with the moon is based on some fears that you have because something was imbalanced here. Page of Cups, though, is about you trusting and opening up to your intuition. It is about you growing from this situation, and it's about getting excited about these new beginnings that are in front of you here on your path. Let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, Scorpio, I just ask, if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And upon your exhale, I want you to tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I'd like for you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Your animals could be wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, maybe visited through your dreams, or maybe even crossed your path in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer, Scorpio. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. Okay. Wow, I completely just tuned out there and said a part of the intro. But for those of you that are interested in being a part of that free reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your comments drop your animals in the comment section below. Okay, wow. Some of you, it's almost like I phased off and I was seeing some animals myself. And it's interesting because the animal that I was seeing was a sheep and a wolf. So some of you, it's about someone being masked in, wearing sheep's clothes. Isn't that what they say? Like, watch out for the wolf wearing the sheep's clothes. I'm also getting here the cry of the wolf. Someone who's cried wolf. Okay, so a couple of messages coming through there for you. I completely just spaced off, so just scratch what I had said earlier. Drop your animals in the comment section below. I'll draw one winner around the 1st of each month, but I am getting here paying attention to that wolf energy or that kind of snake. I feel if something was unfair, that karma is on them now. It's like you're being washed of that karma. That's why you have new beginnings left and right here. You are divinely protected. Yes, you've gone through some change, but you have the clover energy here, and this is about good fortune coming your way. I feel like you are a very deep, evolved, old soul, and some of you Scorpios, you just want freedom, right? You want freedom. Now, some of you may be born on the 28th. You may be 44 years old. You may be born on the 10th or 11th, and wow, there's the butterfly. Butterfly showing up. Transformation is beautiful. That's the sudden change, right? There is definitely a change in mindset, a change in direction, a change in your energy, your inspirational levels. This is about you moving forward and freeing yourself. And maybe for some of you, that wolf could be that voice within that tells you you're not good enough, or you'll never do this, or you're only going to be this sheep, right? But I feel like you're transforming that energy, because what we have here is the frog. You're clearing out the clutter. That's why you're still in this Three of Swords. You're clearing out some sort of clutter, physically, mentally, emotionally, even spiritually. You're clearing out karmic clutter. I like this. I feel a sense of heaviness for you, Scorpio, like you've gone through it, and it feels like there's been some struggles here financially or with people. But I feel like you're reclaiming your power, which you have, the Panther, reclaiming your power, and you're opening yourself up to a lot of new beginnings. And I sense that it's going to be a great turnaround for you, that lucky twist of fate, because look at your final message here from Buffalo Spirit. Says the abundant universe will provide. And that's where you get caught up in your fear that the universe isn't going to provide, right? There's not enough, that you have to hang on so tightly to something. This is your confirmation. This is also Wheel of Fortune energy, which has been brought up numerous times in your reading. Even though we don't see the Wheel of Fortune, that is card 10. So the hand of fate stepping in here, fortune, destiny's wheel. Some sort of karma is activated on one level, but karma's not bad. It is based on the energy that we put out, right? But I see here that I'm also getting deactivation, right? It's kind of like when a bomb is ticking down and you have to go in with precision and know which cords to cut. That's why they have special bomb teams. And I feel like it's almost like it's come down to the wire, or it's come down to the final 10 seconds. And then I'm getting like deactivated or deactivation, like something has been deactivated. So maybe your karma has been deactivated. Maybe something has come up to like a tick, 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 a deadline or a timeline here for you, but the abundant universe will provide. All right, last but not least, let's get a message here from your soul's truth, and let's see what your soul wants you to focus on, wants you to expand on, or grow on at this time. This is a very interesting reading, because it's almost like I keep going back and forth with belief, lack of belief. Like, did this really happen? How can I change my circumstance? But then over here, it's like tapping in. So you may even feel like you're riding between worlds at this time. Look at that. From whom can I release my judgment right now? Judgment closes our heart to truth and separates us from love. It binds us to our fears and holds us in shame. On whom are we placing judgment on right now? Is it someone in your life? Is it yourself? Release the shackles, drop the expectations, and be grateful for what is. Today is soul action. Look at the person you are judging as if you're looking at a small child, even if this is you. See them learning and growing, falling down and making mistakes. See their desire to be loved and accepted. Add even more grace to open your heart to this truth. When I lift the judgment for myself and others, I uncover my own truth. I am loved, I am whole, I am limitless, and so are they. Beautiful. That's that energy of wholeness, of oneness, right? Because we all come from this oneness, and then we branch off having these human experiences, and we tend to let that ego come in, the unhealthy ego or the wounded ego come in and cause judgment and criticism and shame and bitterness and resentment, and we point fingers, right? And we are shooting these bullets, and we're dodging them, and we're giving them, and we forget that we all come from this oneness. And that's what you are being reminded of, at this time. You have big changes here on the horizon for the better. Trust in your divine purpose. Trust that you are here to heal, to uplift, to live in abundance. You don't have to constantly feel like there is, you have to hang on so tightly that you're going to lose it all. Because what if you let go a little bit? What if you surrender a little bit? What else is possible? That's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that resonates. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your journey. Please do post your power animals in the comment section below, and be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell button. Thank you so much.